Commonwealth Savings Bank of Australia, the bank for all the family, takes pleasure in presenting the show for all the family, Life with Dexter.
If money can buy it, saving will get it. So bank Commonwealth now.
For a car or a bike or just a rainy day,
Be sure to save the friendly Commonwealth way.
so listen to this advice and
Start
start
right today to bank Commonwealth. Save Commonwealth Bank Commonwealth now.
I must tell you about the time Dexter and young Ashley had a batch for a day or two and generally run the house by themselves. The events preceding this batching session began one Friday evening, a short time after the evening meal.
Dexter?
There it is again. It's on again. Children, every time your mother says, Dexter, I can prepare for a hurricane.
Oh, goodness, isn't your father suspicious?
Mom, I reckon he's got reason to be. Daddy, all Mummy said was Dexter.
She did not say Dexter. She said, Dexter.
Well, what's the difference?
The difference, Jessie, is usually about £5 out of my pocket.
I am not after money, if that's what you're thinking. All I was going to say is that I received a letter today.
Oh, well, that... Not from your mother.
Yes, from my mother. And just exactly what's wrong with my mother?
She exists. Jessie, if she's coming here again to stay, I'm going. I'll join the Foreign Legion. I'll join the Permanent Navy. I'll join an expedition to the moon.
Did I say Mother was coming here to stay?
Mummy didn't say that.
Well, why else would the old why else would the old girl write to you? Why else would she spend 5p on a stamp?
My mother is not mean.
Ha! Not mean. She puts off buying an atlas for years, waiting for world affairs to become more settled.
Dexter, how can you
And
say
how about
such a...
the time she accidentally gave the wrong phone number to the switchboard girl for a long-distance phone call?
Well, what about it?
She insisted on talking to the wrong party for the full 3 minutes to get her money's worth.
I could throttle you.
If your mother's letter says what I think it says, I might throttle myself.
Well, it just might interest you to know that the letter contains nothing whatsoever about Mother coming here to visit.
Huh.
She happens to be lonely, and she wants me and one of the children to spend this weekend with her.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? I don't mind Muhammad going to the mountain. I just object to the mountain coming to Muhammad, and what a mountain.
Mummy, may I come with you? I'd love to spend the weekend at Grandma's.
Oh, well, I'd like you to come with me, dear, but it'll have to be Ashley. You'll have to stay here and keep house for your father.
Oh, gee, Mum, let Compost go with you. Pop and I can keep house like anything.
Pop and you can keep house like a pigsty. No, thanks.
Well, what a ridiculous statement. Jessie, don't you think 2 intelligent males can run a home for 2 days?
Yes, I'm sure 2 intelligent males can. But where are they?
Dear Daddy, you go with Mummy and I'll look after the house.
Now, wait a moment. Ashley, our manhood and common sense has been challenged. No matter how much the women argue now, we are going to stick together and stay here. Anyone would think we hadn't done a little batching before.
You have. That's why I'm worried.
Jessie, how many times do I have to tell you? You and Janie can leave any time, just as soon as you finish breakfast. Ashley and I can handle things as from now.
Dear, we're going to leave in a couple of hours, after we've tidied the house as it should be tidied.
A couple of hours? Son, isn't that just too ridiculous? How long would it take us to wash the dishes and tidy up the place?
I reckon we'd knock everything over in 20 minutes flat.
Well, that's just the point. I don't want everything knocked over flat.
We'd rather do things properly ourselves.
And apart from anything else, I must put a batch of washing through the machine and hang it out before I go.
Jessie, please don't be so stubborn. I could do the washing standing on my head.
And so could I.
You two should do lots of things standing on your heads, because that'd put your brains where they should be.
Oh, that does it. That does it. I'm putting my foot down whether you girls like it or not. My son and I are in complete charge of this house from this moment until Sunday evening.
Oh, but dear, look, I've got to...
No arguments now. Hector's full of petrol all ready for you to take. You'll both be purring along the highway in less than 15 minutes.
Daddy, you mean we'll be chugging and chuffing along the highway? Hector doesn't purr.
Oh, well, Janie, if they're so insistent about it, let's do it. Let's leave them to stew in their own juice. We might as well enjoy 2 full days at Mother's.
Here. Our bags are packed and Grandma's waiting.
That's right. Your bags are packed and the other bag's waiting.
Why,
Sorry, dear. Put it down. I apologize. Oh, I apologize. Give my regards to dear sweet Grandma. Bye now.
Well, come on, Pop. Let's go inside and get at it.
All right. In half an hour, we'll have done everything and then have a clear Saturday to ourselves.
Will you clear the breakfast table while I fix the washing up water in the kitchen, or vice versa?
You just take your orders from me. Now, every chore's going to be done with split-second timing. Firstly, we're both going to get all these dirty dishes to the kitchen in one movement.
How?
Brains, man, brains. Now, you'll notice that this tablecloth is due to go in the washing machine with the other washing. Right?
Right.
Okay, so you grab the 2 corners that end, and I'll grab this end.
You mean the cloth with all this junk on it?
Well, if we're careful carrying it, nothing will break. Why not?
Why not? You're the foreman. Okay. I've got hold of my 2 corners.
Just a sec. Wait a minute. Right. Lifter. Straight through to the kitchen. Here we go.
Hey, slithering jellyfish, there's stuff smashing onto the floor.
Yeah, but where's it coming from? We're both holding the corners.
Oh, Dad! I've got a horrible feeling this is the tablecloth Mum was going to throw out. It's got a big split in the middle.
Well, judging by that crash, Dexter and Ashley will be buying Jessie a new tablecloth and dinner set as a Christmas present. By the way, that should remind you that Christmas is now only 5 months away. That's a fact. And if you want to make this a really enjoyable Christmas, then it's time now to start saving in a Commonwealth Savings Bank account. Why? Because, as you know, Christmas is a time when you need far more money than usual. And here's a suggestion also for all those people who hold Christmas parties at work. If everyone put away a shilling or 2 each payday between now and Christmas, you won't be trying to scrape up the party money at the last moment. But don't let that money lie around the office. Open a Commonwealth Savings Bank account with it and let it work for you. There's an office of the Commonwealth Savings Bank nearby, no matter where you live or work. So get those Christmas savings accounts open this payday, and from now on, week by week, Bank Commonwealth.
Now, son, let's get stuck into this batch of washing. We'll bowl it over as fast as we did the breakfast dishes and the bed making.
Yeah, we sure did those jobs in a hurry.
Yeah, about a quarter the time your mother takes.
But, Dad, you've got to remember, Mum doesn't just bung the dishes in the rubbish tin and slam the lid on, and when she makes the bed, she doesn't just shake the pillows and straighten the blankets.
But we also smoothed out the bedspreads and made them look tidy. What else does your mother do?
Well, Mum takes all the blankets and sheets off and then puts them back on again.
What a silly waste of time. I mean, why do that when people are going to sleep in the beds again?
Oh, Pop, women are always doing silly things like that. Now, why do they vacuum under furniture where you never see the dirt?
That's true, and why do they clean the bathtub when it gets soap and water in it every night?
And why do they iron handkerchiefs when they all get crushed up in your pocket? Yeah, they even iron underwear that nobody sees.
I guess it takes men and women to make up the world. Anyhow, push all the washing into the machine here and I'll start it going.
Yeah. They seem to be all sheets, pillowcases, and white shirts.
What's that thing on the hanger there? I wonder if that's to be washed.
Oh, no, that's Compost's new pair of red velvet toreador pants. She hasn't even worn them yet.
Now, wait a minute now. I recall Janie saying they were a fraction too large for her and she's going to wash them to shrink them a bit.
Okay. So let's stick them in with the rest of the junk, huh? Right, Dad, let her flicker.
Not yet. Wait a minute. I've got to add the soap powder yet. How much does your mother tip in?
She puts in about a quarter of a packet and then turns on the machine for 20 minutes.
I see. Well, we can certainly improve on that. It's a simple mathematical calculation. We'll turn on the machine for only 5 minutes and use a full packet of soap powder. Simple, huh?
Hey, Dad! You'd better come out here and help me. I can't do it on my own.
Look, son, I'm busy in the kitchen. Just do what I ask. Take the clothes out of the washing machine and hang them on the line.
But I can't get anywhere near them.
You can't get near the clothes?
I can't even get near the laundry. The whole room seems to be one huge bubble bath.
Oh, for goodness sake, don't exaggerate so. What do you mean by...
If you can get through that doorway of froth, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Oh, dear. Something must have gone wrong.
Yeah, your mathematical calculation. Well, what do? Hire 2 diving suits or just put out our flippers?
Oh, it's not half as bad as it seems. Look, I'll push open the door a bit wider and it'll all spill out. There, that does it.
Now stand clear.
Just let it all run past and flow into the backyard.
I'd hate to get caught in the current. A fella could finish up in Botany Bay.
It's all clearing away nicely. That's better. Now, come on, let's go in and take a look at our washing. The machine's turned itself off.
Either that or the suds have smothered the life out of it. Well, move back out of the wet pop while I take off the lid and check the stuff.
Well, how does it look? I'll bet everything is whiter than the whitest white.
Oh, no, Dad, but you're pretty close. Everything is pinker than the pinkiest pink.
You must admit, son, I make a pretty good cup of tea.
Yeah, Dad. The rest of the lunch is a bit scrappy. I'm not too keen on this salami and pickled onion on toast.
Hi, Dickie boy.
Oh,
Looks like I'm just in time for a quick cuppa.
hi, Steve. Come on in.
Oh, hi, Mr. Gallagher.
Hi, Ash. Hey, where's Jess? Hey, don't tell me you 2 boys are batching.
Well, yes, we are. Just till tomorrow night. If you want some tea, Gallagher, pour it yourself.
All right. I've got an urgent message for you, Dickie boy, from your boss, Mark Prentice. And you're sure not going to like the message if you're batching.
Well, what does Prentice want?
He wants you to entertain an important potential advertising client for dinner here in your own home tonight.
What? What? Well, why can't Mark entertain him at a restaurant?
When I saw Mark, he was hopping into a taxi to go to the airport. He's got to visit a sick relative somewhere and he won't be back till tomorrow night. He told me to give you the dope to save time. So, here I am, giving the dope the dope.
Very funny, but I can't entertain anybody here tonight.
You'll have to, bachelor gay. Yeah, well, you see, Prentice was to have had this character to dinner at his own place. Now, you have to phone this fella and explain the change of plans and invite him to dinner at your place. You've got to convince him to give your company his advertising accounts.
Yeah, but under the circumstances, it just isn't possible. How can I suppose I'll just have to take him to a restaurant.
No good, mate. Prentice told me this fella would only eat home-cooked food. He won't eat in cafes or pubs.
Oh, well, for heaven's sake. Well, I'll have to phone him up and tell him he's out of luck for home cooking tonight.
Your boss won't like that, Dickie boy.
Pop, look, this is a challenge. We can handle it. You've always said you're a pretty good cook.
Oh, yeah, but I mean...
You can handle it, Dexter. Don't ever forget, you used to be chief water boiler in the Brownies.
All right, Gallagher. But who is this bird I'm supposed to entertain? Is it someone I know?
I don't think so. Prentice told me his name is Lucille.
Huh?
His name is Lucille?
Yeah, not Lucille, Lucille. Look. His first name is Lou and his second name's Seal. Get it? Lucille.
Ah, Look, Steve, there is no need for you to hang around all afternoon. You must have something else to do. Ashley and I'll prepare something for dinner now we know Seal is definitely coming.
Ah, Dickie boy, I'm here to help. I'd also like an invitation to dinner myself tonight. So I can get you through a sticky setup.
Well, now,
You're
I don't
invited,
think...
Mr. Gallagher.
Ah, well, seeing you both insist, I accept.
Oh.
You see, Maudie's going to her ends do, and she won't be home till all hours.
Look, Gallagher, I don't believe it'd be a good idea for you to... I guess you might as well be here and relieve some of the tension. But what are we going to eat?
Well, what about fish? All seals eat fish.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Well, look, there's plenty of steak and stuff here and meat in the part of the fridge. There's also a small chicken.
Well, a small chicken will go well between you, me, Mr. Lou Seal, and one boa constrictor.
Aye. Who are you calling a boa constrictor?
You're the only man I know who can generate electricity with a knife and fork. Oh, I just suppose I'll have to cook steaks, but, well, that means preparing all kinds of bits and pieces to go with the steaks.
Dickie boy, what you need is a dish you can cook this afternoon and simply hot up tonight. Something like an Irish stew with everything already in it.
Well, speak of the devil.
Huh? What is it?
Oh, Mr. Gallagher just mentioned Irish stew, and I just found some already cooked. This big plastic bowl is full of it. Here, look for yourselves.
And it smells beaut.
Yeah, Jessie must have made that yesterday when she knew she'd be away for the weekend. Yeah. Boy, this'll solve all our problems.
Oh, Dexter, you can tell a little white lie and tell Lucille you cooked it with your own grimy black hands.
Huh. Hello?
Oh, hello, dear. I just thought I'd ring and see how you're making out.
Oh, yes, dear. Well, we're making out fine. All the housework's done and the washing's hanging out in the sun to bleach. Dry.
You sure there are no problems?
Problem? Oh, none whatever, dear, no.
Dad, are you going to tell Mum about Lucille coming for dinner?
Shh, no, just keep quiet about that.
Dexter? Dexter, what was that Ashley said about Lucille?
Oh, he didn't say Lucille, dear. He said that tell Mum about the beaut meal we're having for dinner.
Oh, well, I've left plenty of food in the fridge. Oh, Dexter, Janie's knocking on the front door and Mother's asleep upstairs. Look, I'll have to go, dear.
All right, dear. Give our love to Janie and also to Mother when she wakes up. Bye, darling. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Bye-bye, Dexter.
Aye. What was wrong with telling your missus about your little dinner party tonight?
Because Jessie would worry and start panicking. She's likely to pack Janie and herself into the car and shoot back here for dinner.
Well, would that be so bad?
No, but she might go further and bring her mother back for dinner. And the only way I'd like a mother for dinner is scrambled on toast.
Mummy, is Grandma still asleep upstairs?
Yes, Janie, but I'm not asleep down here, and I'm becoming wider awake every minute.
What are you talking about?
A few minutes ago, I was talking to your father on the phone, and I heard Ashley say something about Lucille coming for dinner. Well, Dexter got flustered and covered it up and made out that Ashley had said something else. I swallowed it at the time. But now I realize I heard what I heard.
You heard Death Adder say Lucille was coming to dinner. But he doesn't know any Lucille. None of us do.
Janie, what's the name of that new red-headed girl who works at your father's office?
Oh, you mean Lucille Jones. What about... Oh, she's Lucille.
Yes, Lucille. Now, isn't that a strange coincidence?
Oh, Daddy wouldn't dare.
Oh, no, of course he wouldn't. Well, why wouldn't he? Janie, I only know what I heard, and my ears have never deceived me yet.
But it doesn't sound like Daddy.
Oh, it sounds like a man. And your father's a man, the rat. Well, I'm going to make a quick trip in Hector right now and arrive home smack in the middle of dinner time.
Well, shall I come too?
No, you stay here with Mother till I get back. I don't want a teenage girl to witness a murder.
Jessie apparently wants to give Janie all the motherly protection she can, and of course most mothers are like that about their children. Perhaps the best proof of that is the fact that many thousands of mothers have their child endowment credited direct to Commonwealth Savings Bank's accounts. Now, it's just possible that some mothers may not know how easy it is to arrange this. Simply call at any office of the Commonwealth Savings Bank, and the friendly staff there will tell you what to do. Having child endowment credited direct to a Commonwealth Savings Bank account is a big advantage. The money is already saved for you. If you need it, it is readily available at all times. So if you haven't already arranged to have your child endowment credited direct, call this week and inquire at any Commonwealth Savings Bank office. You'll find the staff are friendly people, always happy to help and advise you. That's why over 5,300,000 people week by week bank Commonwealth.
Well, Dexter, it looks like we got the whole business settled, doesn't it? Your company gets my advertising account as from the beginning of the financial year, and I hope we have a happy association.
I'm sure we will, Lou.
Excuse me interrupting, Dad, but Mr. Gallagher and I are ready to serve up the dinner when you say the word.
Well, then say the word, Dexter.
Yeah, go ahead, son. You and Steve start serving.
Okay, you can take her out of the oven, Mr. Gallagher.
I hope you enjoy good old Irish stew, Lou. It was sort of easy for me to whip up this afternoon.
Oh, love it. One of my favourites. Dexter, I'll duck upstairs, have a quick wash up. I might even climb out of this coat and get more comfortable. Shan't be more than a couple of minutes.
Good. I'll go and help the boys. Well, Steve, how does the Irish stew look?
Fit for a king, Dickie boy.
Oh, smell it, Dad. Mum sure is a massive cook.
What do you mean by that? I'm the one who ordered it up. And even if I say so myself, I'm one of the best order-uppers whatever ordered up.
Surprise, boys, I'm here.
Jessie.
Hi, Jessie, love.
Steve Gallagher, I might have known that you'd be here when there's something sneaky going on.
Now, Jess, that's not fair. I wanted Dexter to tell you the truth.
Gee, Mum, so did I.
Wait a minute. This is lovely. Everybody's against me. And what have I done wrong?
Where is Lucille?
Well, upstairs, getting more comfortable.
Getting more comfortable?
Well, yes. But how did you find out about Lucille?
I heard what Ashley said in the background when we were on the phone, and your covering up didn't work. Fancy you daring to invite Lucille to my house.
Mum, it wasn't Pop's idea, it was Mr. Prentice's.
Oh, so that's the story your father's told you, is it?
Oh, Jessie, love, it's quite true.
You stay out of this, Steve Gallagher. You tell lies at the pearly gates, if it'd help you.
Look, now, Jessie, the way you're going on, anybody'd think you'd met Lucille before.
We have met, don't you worry about that. And I can tell you, when we met, it was a case of hate at first sight. Lucille, you come down here this minute.
What?
Someone calling me.
Oh, and who are you? It's the name of that tizzy redhead at the office. Now, where is she?
Oh, my dear Mr. Dutton. Allow me to show you my driver's license.
Now, Jessie, you sit there next to Lou. Ashley, you sit on the other side of your mother, and Steve and I will bring on the dinner. Well, come on, Steve.
Right out.
Oh, Mr. Seal, I feel so embarrassed about what just happened.
Oh, forget it, Jessie, dear. Now, I'm going to call you Jessie, and you're going to call me Lou. Well, you acted like any wife would have acted under the circumstances.
Oh, sure you did, Mum. Even when Pop and I heard the two words together, Lucille, we thought it was funny.
Yes, of course. Well, most people refer to me as Louis Seal, to save confusion.
Well, here we are, and I hope you're all hungry.
I'm going to put this casserole dish in the middle of the table, and you can all help yourselves.
Get it into you. Come on, I ordered it up.
There she is.
I'm still much too embarrassed to eat a thing.
Now, look, Jessie, if it'll ease your mind at all, Ashley and I have a few things to be embarrassed about, too. Well, for one thing, we broke a stack of your breakfast crockery this morning trying to carry it in a tablecloth.
Oh, dear.
And, Mum, we turned all the washing pink by putting Janie's red velvet trousers in the same water as the white things.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So you see, Jessie, you've got comparatively nothing to be embarrassed about.
Nothing whatever, Jessie. Now, you be a good girl and serve up this delicious Irish stew, eh?
Oh, well, all right. Let's enjoy our dinner before I tackle my drive back to Mother's.
Oh, boy. Doesn't it smell scrumptious? Oh, I ordered it up.
Dexter?
Yes, dear?
You've got something else to feel embarrassed about.
Huh? What's that?
This Irish stew isn't Irish stew. You heated up all the scraps I left for the dog.
While Dexter goes out to cook bacon and eggs and the dog eats the Irish stew, I'd like to give you a gentle reminder. Your income tax return should be lodged by the 31st of July. So if you haven't sent your tax return in yet, get it in without delay. And of course, don't forget when you get your taxation refund check to pay it into your Commonwealth Savings Bank account. Already many thousands of people have received their tax refund checks, and quite a lot of these have been credited to Commonwealth Savings Bank accounts. And the reason for this isn't hard to see. More and more people are realizing that income tax refunds represent money they worked hard to get. Consequently, they don't want to waste that money. They realize, too, that in a Commonwealth Savings Bank account, even small checks grow into worthwhile amounts when put with other savings. So be sure you make your income tax refund work for you in the Commonwealth Savings Bank. And of course, from now on, week by week, Bank Commonwealth.
If money can buy it, saving will get it. So Bank Commonwealth now.
For a car or a bike or just a rainy day,
Be sure to save the friendly Commonwealth way.
so listen to this advice and
Start
start
right today to Bank Commonwealth. Save Commonwealth Bank Commonwealth now.
Life with Dexter is produced by Noel Judd and written by Willie Fennell. And this is John Dunne inviting you to enjoy Life with Dexter at the same time next week from this station. And remember, you'll always enjoy life with a Commonwealth Savings Bank account.